Hey guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. I'm Lisa. If you're new, welcome. I'm so happy you found us. Today I have a great video for you. We are setting up my first ever reading journal. I'm pretty excited. I have been in book club since 2019, so I have a lot of books to add from previous years, but I thought, you know what? I want to set up a reading journal. So that's what we're going to do. But before we do that, I'm going to show you my haul, which is a lot of reading journal stuff I'm going to use, but also things you will see in junk journals and art. So come on over and let me share my little haul with you, and then we'll get started setting up this reading journal. Like I said, I've never had one before, and I have a ton of books to add in. Oh, and if you didn't see the short, I took it down because nobody was seeing it, and I don't know why. YouTube shorts just kind of go over my head, but I wanted to show you. I am going to show you though. It's really cool. So let's go over. I'll show you. I'll get to everything. Come on over. Okay, guys, this was the short, and like I said, nobody was seeing it, so I took it down. But I printed on a coffee filter and a doily. And this that I printed on there is actually part of my junk journal kit, a small junk journal kit that I will be releasing, I'm going to say next Monday. No, I'm going to release it next Wednesday. And there'll be more details before then, but how cool is that? That's the image. And then I just lightly glued the doily and the coffee filter down, just real light with stick glue. As soon as I got the glue just around the edges, I ran it through my printer and then popped it off before it could dry. Now my doily was old, so part of it stuck fast, but if you had a newer doily, it wouldn't be a problem. And then the coffee filter. But how cool is that? Anyway, I just love that, and I wanted to share, and more about my first journal kit next week. Okay, now let's talk haul for our reading journal. And I think we'll start with the journal. And I debated and debated if I wanted to do a junk journal for a reading journal, or if I wanted to do a journal, a plain dot journal, dot grid journal. And I decided to do a plain dot grid journal. So let's open this up. Like I said, I'm in book club, and I've been in a book club, different ones. The first one I was in when we lived in Southern California, and I loved it so much that when we moved here, I was trying to find one. Couldn't find one local like that one, but I actually found a national one. And the cool thing is, the one in California was through it was an art book club through the museum. And the one I'm in now is through an art organization that I'm a member of. And all the books are themed around art that we choose. So it's really cool. Okay, so this is the Smart Planner Dot Grid Notebook. It is 170 dot grid pages, 160 GSM ultra thick paper. And I did that in case I wanted to use a paint or a watercolor on it. And then this is the inside. Bookmark. It says gratitude. I like that it opens up. There's the key, which is probably, okay, there's the key, there's the index. All right, good. I'm glad it has, you know, a lot of index pages. Now, this page right here, let's see, hold on. Yeah, and then the rest are just blank dot pages. We have 3 bookmarks. They're all the same color, pink. Okay, so on this page right here, I'm going to put the intro to my reading journal. Let me show you everything else I got before we get into that. That's a nice journal. The cover is like a cloth, and it is light, and it's probably going to be really dirty by the time I'm done, but that's okay. It has the band closure that I like, and it has a pin ring or pin loop. So that's all good. I wish it was a little bit darker, but I ordered it. I knew what color it was. So now, what did I get that will be used in this, but all throughout? Well, I got some washi tape, and this has like stamps, words, music notes, alphabet. Just a good all-around washi tape. And I use a lot of washi tape. And then I got this, which is like pastel washi tapes. And again, I use a ton of washi tapes, and I do my calendar, my weekly and monthly calendar. I use a ton, plus in journals, I tend to use a ton. And then this is the last washi tape, and I had this before, and I'm actually out of it. I will say it's like $12, but it lasts. The last one I bought was like 2 years ago, so it lasts a nice long time. Okay, and this is rainbow washi tape. It's very pretty. We got all different colors there, so I probably won't buy washi tape again now, solid, for like 2 or 3 years. I think I have every color you could possibly need. But like I said, I love washi tape, especially the solid colors, because you can build on them, and you can use these in mixed media as well. So that's all the washi tape I got. And then, oops, then I got these pretty pastel notepads, which again will be used in multiple things. I got all these little packs of ephemera. They're all different. And you get a piece of acetate printed on. And then they're just all different, and it's very soft, like vintage papers, and it's really cool. And I will link them down below in the comments. And again, this is mixed media. This will be mixed media junk journals, and they have different themes, different ads, just different stuff, and they all have a clear end with them, and then they have the printed papers behind them, or book pages, or news articles. So anyway, these I'll list below, but there's a lot of different things, and as I open them and use them in different things, I will definitely show you guys. Now, I got some more markers because I didn't really have but one good set. These are dual tip brush pens. These are all skin tone colors. There's a bunch of colors in there, and they're the OU-hoo, and I love all those. And then I also got these pastels. Now I have So now I have pastel markers, normal primary color, and skin tone. So that's exciting. And these, look how pretty. Those are gorgeous. And look at this canister. I just love all the colors. So these will definitely be used in sketchbooks, art, and my reading journal. And lastly, I got highlighters because you use those in a reading journal. And I do a lot of research on things, and these will come in handy. And I love the colors. I got a lot of pastels. Pastel stuff I never had before. Now for today's spread, let me get all this out of the way. Okay guys, so you saw all the goodies. Now let's decorate this pretty journal. And we're gonna start here, and I've already put some decorations, some washi tape, and for this one, so this is going to be our first page, and this is just an intro to the bullet journal, reading journal. Now, I'm not going to do mine like a traditional reading journal by the month, because my book club meets every other month. I have a ton of books I want to add in from years and years past, because I want to have a record of what I've read. So what I'm going to do is, this is just going to be the intro, the first page, but it's not by month, if that makes sense. Because you don't have to do your reading journals like everybody else does. Do them however benefits the way you read and what you want out of it. So what I'm going to do is I want to use the bee theme, at least for a little while. I'll probably switch to flowers, ladybugs, dragonflies, you know, just kind of go through and change up as I want. But it'll kind of all tie in because it'll all be like garden related. Anyway, what's all the buzz about? And this is going to be the first page of my reading journal. And I made these in Canva, and I just added bees to books. So we're going to put the books up there, put this right here, and that's going to be it for this page. And you can glue these down, you can tape them down. I'm just going to use this glue stick. I don't like glue sticks, and I guarantee you this is going to come off in a day or two, and I'll have to glue it down. I mean, I'll have to tape it down, but we're going to try it. Okay, so we're going to put the books with the bees up there, and then we're just going to kind of center this title. I want a little bit of the music paper to show. There we go. And like I said, just because everybody makes bullet journals one way, you don't have to, you know, do what works for you, what you want to record, and that's the way you're going to keep doing it. A lot of people say, well, I start and I don't keep up. That's because you're trying to do it like all the aesthetically pleasing bullet journal, reading journals, or planners, whatever, on the on YouTube. And you don't have to. There is our first page, besides our index and all of that. Now this next page, I want it to be my favorite books, because I'm going to leave room on this page and this page. And I mean my ultimate favorite. So I made this in Canva. It just says favorite books. And then we're going to use this piece of paper and one of these green sticky notes. And I want it to be like that. I kind of want to break up all the beige like that. So I'm going to bring it down about like that. And it's going to go up here at the top again. And then I can just stick all my favorite books around it. So let's do this. Where'd my glue stick go? Oh, there it is. If you've been here for a while, you know how it is so weird that I'm using a glue stick. But I had it out to do the doilie coffee filter thing. And I thought, well, let's give old Elmer glue stick another try. Okay, and we're going to put this right up at the top up there. Okay. Then I want this to kind of be about right there. And then we're going to put the favorite books right like that. There we go. Kind of scooted it over a little bit so we would have it like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to record, like I said, in my reading journal, not by the month or by the year, I'm just going to record all the books I've read from my book clubs and just over the past 2 or 3, 4 years, 5 years. I'm going to start before COVID in 2019. And just kind of put them all in here because it's just something I think would be interesting to see. One, how many I've read over that time span, and if my reading has, you know, what I like has changed. Okay, now my favorite books, I happen to have one right here. This is Judy Chicago. I'm going to put them with their little, I'm going to use their book covers. And I'm going to do them like this. And I'm going to do these 2 pages. And I will do these 2. So I'll skip those. And the next one we'll go to will be right here. But this is how I'm going to do them. And I'm going to do them like this. I'm going to put an index card behind them. Cut it to fit the cover. Write the date I read it. If I give it how many stars. If I was reading it for book club or not. Kind of give a synopsis of why I liked it. But that'll be for my favorites. And this one, and I think that's the only one I've printed so far. I only have like 3 favorite books now. I know I was doing 2. I only have like 3 total favorite books that deserve to be on this list right now. Judy Chicago, Letters from David Hockney, and one other one about JFK. Okay, so this will be favorite books, favorite books, favorite books, favorite books. And now this one is going to be books I've read. And I made a title for it. It says, You're Never Alone When You're Reading a Book. And it has honeycomb right here and the bee right there. And I put World Book Day on there too, the date. And I'm going to use just a little piece of, let's see. I'm going to use these flowers because there is a yellow flower that kind of matches the yellow. So I'm going to make that like the background, and I think we'll put it in the center. I think we'll put it in the center of this page. And then I'm just going to put all the books I've read around it and just keep going. And every so often on a page, I'll put like another title. Like this one says Good Vibes. It has bees flying around the, I don't know if you can see it or not. Has bees flying around the flower. So, and I'll just add it in as we go. And I'll add in some more ephemera on the sides. I'll add in some of my bee washi tape. And I'm going to make some tabs so I'll know where my favorite books are, and where I'll know where my reading list starts. So let's do this. Again, I'm going to offset it just a little bit. Okay. Now, there it is, and I'm just making sure I'm on the right page. I'll probably put it right here. And these are just books I've read, like I said, and they'll have all that little information that they'll be stuck down, but you'll be able to pick up that like that. And this is how I'm going to do my reading journal. It just works with what I want to do with it. So I think I'm going to add in, let's get some of our washi tape that we got, and some bee and some gold. Maybe I'll put in some green washi, washi over here. Get a little piece of tea stain paper, maybe. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use another piece of this flower paper with some tape. Okay. I just want to decorate the pages a little bit so they're not so plain. Maybe I'll put something at the top and the bottom. Maybe I'll just make it like a pocket across the bottom. I'll do that. And if you want a decoupage on your book, you can, if you want decoupage in your reading journal, do that. If you want to make one like you see on YouTube, do that. Just do any reading journal, like I said, that you're going to want to keep using. Because that seems to be the biggest complaint people have, is that they start a reading journal and then they never keep going. I'm just rounding the corner of the flowers I just cut in there. It's going to be like a little pocket, but I'm going to add a little gold to it right there, just to make some sparkle. And because this is like a little pocket, I'm going to use double-sided tape because it's a very thin pocket and I just need a very little bit. And I don't think I could do a glue stick that thin. And then if I want to draw in it anywhere, I will. It takes me, when I'm, drawing, it takes me a while. I actually have some art to do tonight for an art call. I need to do that, and I need to work on my show I'm working on, which is exciting. I love working on that. I love painting big. Used to, I thought a 16 by 20 canvas was big, and now I think like 24 by 30 small. I want to go bigger, but I'm going to run out of room in my house, so I can't go bigger right now. Okay, so that's like a little pocket. If I make, say, graphics to decorate some bees or whatever, I can put them in here and I can still list my favorite books. Okay, I like that. But you know what? I have got to put some tabs on this thing. So we'll do that. Let's decorate this, which is books that I'm currently reading. And we're going to put this in the center just like that. So I'm going to put... Now you can do by month if you want. You can do, you know, if you read a whole lot of books and you want a book tracker, like how many pages you read a day, you can do that. If you want to track books you want to read. In fact, I might make a page of books I want to read in the future. But right now, in fact, yeah, I will do that. We'll make a page. Well, shoot. We're going to leave the favorites here. And then we'll make this books we want to read in the future. So let's, okay, favorites, favorites. This is going to be books we want to read. Books for future reading. Okay, so that's gonna be here, and then maybe these two, because I have a lot of books. Yeah, we'll do that. So favorites, 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 and books for the future. And then these are the books I read. We'll start that right here. And we're gonna, there we go, we'll put this right here. And there are a ton of reading journals out there. You know, just look for what you want. There's ones that aren't bullet journals that at all, that they give you prompts that you may like better, that you don't have to, you know, come up with anything to fill in. You just answer their questions, fill in what they have for you. Okay, and then this is where my book covers are gonna start. This one's already done. I'm gonna put this one up here. And I'm gonna glue it down. Use a washi across the top. You could also do some watercolor washes on this if you wanted to. That would be something to break up all the white if you don't like all the white. Okay. There we go. Now I have a couple of more books printed. 9th Street Women. I read that one. I can put that one over here. Let's put some bees on this one though. I'm just tapping this. What is this? Missouri specific paste stub. And it's old. Withholding tax $65. Jeez whiz. That's crazy. Okay, and then I'm going to match that corner up. No, I'm going to pull it down about halfway and put that there, and then we'll put our bee stuff on top. And you don't have to decorate your pages with this ephemera. You know, I'm just making this journal. I kind of wanted to use a junk journal, but I knew doing this in a traditional junk journal would be a little harder. That's why I opted for this type of journal, but I'm still doing it kind of with the junk journal style. Okay, let's get our bee tape here. And then we'll just put our book cover over here. And how many more did I print? Okay. That one can go right there. Let's just get some cardstock. This is perfect. And these covers are not uniform. They're all different sizes, but you know, you do you. What I'm going to do is put these on, and then I will come back tomorrow or the next day and write in them. Because I have to go look at my book club dates to find out when these were read. Ninth Street Women we just read, like a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago, so probably November, I would say, or January. So it's fairly recent read. This one's fairly recent, probably December. I think November. Your Brain on Art was November. This is a really good book. It's almost a favorite, not quite, but almost. Yeah, I cut that. I folded that one terrible. Now you can do a page like books you're currently reading. I'm not going to do that because it just seems a bit redundant to me. So what I'll do is I'll do books I want to read, books I've read, and favorites. And that's what this whole journal is going to be. And there will be, too, a section, probably, I mean, I'll probably have to skip way back here, but probably somewhere back here, I'll have a favorite quotes section, too. And who knows, I might do one of these very similar things for movies or TV shows because I'm kind of really picky. I do have a lot of favorite quotes, though. Okay, see, this is a book I'm reading. I don't want to put it anywhere yet. So what I'm going to do is put it up here in my little pocket I made. And then when I finish it, I will already have the book cover printed. Oh, this was one of my favorite books too. We read this one last year. Walk Through Walls, and she is a performance artist. And it was so interesting because I didn't know anything about performance art. And if you missed it earlier, my book club is all art. It's an art book club, which makes it really fun. Okay. Oops. Gonna go, when I finish filming, I'm gonna go edit and go watch a movie. I got up early this morning. Got up early yesterday morning. Day before. I mean, for work, but also earlier than normal. When it rains, I hurt. And it's been really humid and rainy here. There we go. Like I said, I will fill all the info out on these. All the info out on these tomorrow or so. I'm excited. I love the way I'm doing this because it's very much more me than drawing out and tracking things that I really don't care about or really don't work for the way I read. I bet I have to go back though. There we go. And put tape on all this. I just can feel it. But we'll see. And so that's two of my favorites there. One more. Two more to put up, and that's it. Okay, books for future reading. Let's see. Where did my... Here we go. Books for future. We're going to use Good Vibes. And I'm going to use just a little bit of this black paper. And we're going to kind of cut around it. Now on this one, I'm not going to print out the covers. I will just list. So we're going to use our highlighters and make pretty lines for a list for books we want to read. I'm just going to figure out real fast how thick I want my lines. There we go. Good Vibes. Let me do the corner here. Oh, what I was saying about quotes is I love the Meg too, because I'm a big shark movie person. And there's a quote in there that is like, it's a Meg and you're a snack. And that is just the funniest quote to me. And I want to write it down because I think it's hilarious. Okay. Now, let's get our ruler and we're going to make some lines. Oh, I'm going to add a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more of our bee washi because this has got the bee theme. Okay, I think we're going to use this tape because it's so pretty. And we're just going to put a little bit across. And we're just going to do it across both. And there we go. All right. Now let's get our highlighters. I think what we'll do is we're going to make little boxes at the beginning of our line. And then they can just, we'll write our title. And then we'll go down and we'll repeat this process all across these 2 pages. And then I'll do it off camera for the rest. But you'll get the idea of what I'm doing. Okay, that'll give you an idea of what I'm doing. Then we're going to use our highlighters I showed you just a little bit ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the little box just like that. And then I'm going to highlight the line. There. And then I'll do the next color, and it'll just look pretty and be something fun to write books that I want to read in the future. I can also write books that are in my book club coming up if I wanted to. That way, if I wanted to get ahead on purchasing, I could. Do you know I have never missed a book club? Even when Larry's been in the hospital, because the book club's at night via Zoom, I've been to every one. I love book club. One, it's a great way to get out and socialize, and because it's an art book club, it's with other artists, all different types of artists, which makes it really fun. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 highlighters. And we have 6 boxes. That worked out, so you'll get to see how it'll look. And then we'll start over with the peach color or orange color, whatever, however you see that. Okay. Now we will start over with the next color and make the rest of our lines, and we'll go down all the pages on these 2 and these 2, and then we have our books. Anyway, it's gonna look really cool. It's bled through a little bit, but that's not a big deal because this is gonna eventually be all covered up. So anyway, guys, when you're doing a reading journal, remember, make it your own. Do what you want to do. Play to your strengths so that you will keep doing it. Because obviously, if you take the time to start, you really want to do it. Okay, now how would I make tabs? Well, you could do it several different ways. Because my favorite book cover is blue, I'm going to use a sticky note. And all I'm doing is folding it so the non-torn side lines up. And you can make fancier ones. You do you. You know, do you. Whatever works for you. You could use real tabs if you wanted to. You could do whatever you want. I'm just going to put this on this page over here because that's the front cover. I don't want to put it on that. And I'm going to do it like this. And then the other side, I'll put a little of this handy dandy glue stick I have right here. And there we go. And you can write favorites on it or whatever you're tabbing. You don't have to do tabs. I'm going to do tabs just so I can find my different sections pretty quickly. You could do months if you were going to do a traditional reading journal. I'm going to turn this way, kind of prop it up with my finger and write favorites. I could make some tabs in Canva if I wanted to, but this is good for me. And then if I wanted to take it a little bit of a step farther, I could. And once I do that, I'm just going to add a little bit of the sparkle to it. But, you know, you do whatever you like. Remember, I'm just here to give you inspiration for you to take it to whatever step you want to take it. So there's my 2 favorite books. I have 2 more that aren't on here yet. And then this will be for more favorites. Then this is the I want to read list. And then this is I've read it and I'll give you my honest reviews in these little book pages things I'm making. And those will lay down as you compress. And again, this is the journal I got to do this. This is my reading journal. What's the buzz about? See, you can see favorites, and then I guess we could go ahead and do the rest real quick. Okay, this one will be going to read. I'll do it yellow. So let's do this one real quick. Just remember I showed you all those awesome sticky notes we got. I think sticky notes are just a real underrated item in junk journals. I mean, we hardly ever use them, and they're really quite useful. Let's do that. And we're going to try to make it straight across there. There we go. And get my scissors and trim. I don't know. Do you think sticky notes are useful or not really? I think we should use them way more. I think they would make cute journaling cards, cute decorations. To be read. You could, you know, type these up. Anyway, I think sticky notes are just way underutilized. Right there. Yep, right there's good. I'm going to put some glue on the back side here. There we go. And then we'll put our sparkle on there, because I've gotten where I have to have my sparkle. There we go. And then the last one will be right here, and it will be reading. Or red. It will be red. Anyway, I'll put my bookmark. If you want to know more about my little bookmark here, just comment down below bookmark, and we can do a little quick video on it. And guys, before we go, I wanted to show you one more thing that I got. I need that. I got these two pens. They're really cool. On one end, they're a marker, and these can be used in journals and planners, whatever you want. And then the other end is like that, and they're color changing. These are kind of expensive, and you can't find a lot of colors in these right now. These are, hold on, I'll show you the name. But the pink does a lighter pink. The orange does yellow. They have a green that does green, a blue that does purple. Isn't that cool? And the more they sit, the darker the lighter color will get. These are Decot. And like I said, these are kind of hard to find. You can find some on Amazon, not this brand, but I don't know how they are. I'll link the place where I got these. It's like Honeywell or something. I'll link it down below for you, so you can go check them out if you want to. One more flip through. This is our pocket with title and graphics. When we need them, we just have them right there. This is going to be more favorites. These are books that we're going to read. We'll check the box off when we start reading it. And then these are the books we've read, and we have little what we liked, or synopsis, or our rating and where they were from and the date we read them. Hey guys, thanks for being here today. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button with that little bell, because we have a lot of great videos coming your way and you don't want to miss out. I will see you on Monday with a pretty amazing video. I'm pretty excited. Bye guys.